पता लगेगा तुम लोग किसको देखने का एक निकासी मिलना यूट्यूब पे ना अरे हाँ पेरेंट को दिखा दे रणवीर कौन सी माँ बेटा ये रणवीर आईफोन
कौन है अभी तो ऐसे बरोबर है हाँ कल भी होता है
रणवीर का फोन आया था
इसी को
मेरा डिवाइस का नाम क्या है
how to change device Bluetooth device
क्या हुआ अरे नाम क्या होता है असली नाम क्या होता है
ये बोला
नहीं डेटा क्या बोलते हैं आएगा वीडियो अभी पैर करना दूसरा आएगा वीडियो
वो मेरे है वो ऑटो में अबे एक डिवाइस पे आते ना
कौन बोल रहा है So much bad news. Completely forward. I need your help. I need your help. Here, China, that you are the group of countries. Yes, dear ones, let's start. And lesson. First lesson is over now. Yes. Any doubt? हो गया ना
अबे ये न्यू टेस्ट है चैप्टर
याद है ना yes any doubt sometime in between don't discuss I am asking you is there any doubt from that lesson? It is clear now?
yes
Now test is also going to come. When is like that? 7 a.m. Coming Sunday. So if you are having any doubt, you can ask them. We will go to that next. Assume there is no doubt. You are moving to the next lesson, the First World War. Have you heard about the First World War?
yes
What is that First World War? Okay. What is First World War? Why this war is called as First World War?
Vast amount of Europe was involved.
Then different areas were also. Means the war, battles of the war were fought in all the areas. In water, on land, and in air also. So that is why it was not limited within some particular area. Earlier, the wars used to be fought between countries. Two countries or like that. But when this war was fought, it was not involved between two countries, but two groups of countries. There are some reasons why we call this war as First World War. Okay, by the way, when was the First World War took place? 1857 is different. First War of Indian Independence. 1914 to 1918. I find out chapter 10. Okay. Now, why this war was called as First World War? So let's find out some reasons. Why it is called as First World War? So we can tell that battles of the war see, almost all the parts are involved in it. So we can say that it was a world war. Means world countries were involved in it. First point you understood? Battles of the war were fought in Asia, Africa, Europe, and Pacific. All of you have signed that? Yes. Now, another thing, it is different from earlier wars. You listen. Are you coming for time pass or like that? No. Even I am not coming for time pass. Morning I went to take a class in Airoli and then I reached here. So it's not a job for me. Okay. So we just try to attend maximum. Get the maximum point. Learn within the class itself. So, first, in terms of its repercussions. Yes, you got a time for eating, no? Keep it aside.
Nothing.
No.
Ma'am, he's got the bag, ma'am.
Keep it aside. It's not eating time. Eating time is over now. So repercussion. What is the repercussions? Effects means what damages it causes. So if we take the repercussions, this First World War had worst repercussions. All of you are saying, worst repercussion or in terms of repercussion. Got the meaning repercussion? So this First World War had worst repercussions. Next point is that it is worldwide scale. That is effects or the war had taken place on a worldwide scale. Next point, if you are taking, more than that the military or the soldiers, civilian population were affected. That is very important. What is that? Civilian population affected. What is the meaning? Go out and yes, go out. You just go out, eat and come. No problem. Go. Fast. Okay. What is that? Civilian population. See, when a war is taking place, normally the war is between the forces, army. So naturally, army get affected. But in this case, its effect was more experienced in the civilian areas. That is why it is called First World War. Now, another point is that in the methods of see, methods of war also. Earlier, we know that have you this thing seen the Mahabharata war? What is that? The Mahabharata war? Who are the parties? Kauravas and Pandavas. Okay, Pandyas and Pandavas. Okay. When these two groups of people, so you might have seen through that television serial or some movies, you have seen that what type of weapons they were using.
I'm eating water.
You want to?
I'm always eating water.
What were the weapons they use? Brahmastra. Some other kind means it is not. It is not. It appears like nowadays when we are seeing that new weapons, we get to know that it is beyond our imagination. This type of weapon, how they can use. It is like unimaginary conditions, isn't it? You used to get that condition means the weapons like tanks and other things. Have you seen? January 26th, the Republic Day parade. What all are the weapons used by our soldiers or that our defense forces used to be demonstrated? So, its beginning, that is this type of mechanical weapons, began to be used first time in the First World War. So, they wanted to test the utility of these weapons. Sit in it, please. So, this utility, they wanted to test it. That is why they, in a hurry, they started the war. Because before the war, they started preparing such weapons and they wanted to test it. So that is why in the this destructive point of this war also, the methods used in the war also, it was completely different from the earlier wars. Got it? Next one is that it is the turning point in the history. Why it is called a turning point? We know that present day history was framed before the war and after the war. What all are the changes? How the world transformed? All these things we can get to know from this war. So it is called as a turning point. Okay. Now next important development is that the damages, the spread, the areas it had taken place. All these reasons we can definitely call the war which had taken place from 1914 to 1918 is a world war. Okay? You got to know that is why it is called as First World War. Yes. Now let's move to find out why this war had taken place. Okay. we are going to see the causes of the First World War. Okay, you told what is that? What is the cause?
Nationalism and imperialism.
Okay. What is nationalism? We have already heard about nationalism. What is nationalism? Try out. What is nationalism? Anybody? Can you? No. You did not hear about nationalism? Ah.
Nationalism refers to the sense of unity whereby people would share a common history, language, and culture.
Okay. It's the feeling of oneness. We are the part of the same nation. That feeling ism means the system. It is a feeling of oneness. When there is a feeling of oneness, we feel proud of our country. Are we? So we tell that India is my country. When we are telling, there is a feeling that is love towards my country. That is nationalism. Now, how come this nationalism lead to First World War? अभी हमारा कंट्री के बारे में हमको बहुत लगाव होएगा तो कैसे उसके फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के लिए रीजन बन जाएगा? See, in that case, what we are doing, we started thinking that only my country should do. That is called aggressive nationalism. What is aggressive nationalism? It is a feeling of superiority complex, and the other country are inferior to ours. That is what the feeling, or that is how the feeling of nationalism created differences. Clear? When we are loving our country, there is no problem. That much is very much required. तो हम लोग बोलते हैं that is इंडिया के बारे में बहुत प्यार है. But at the same time, the people, some of the people are telling that is we hate Pakistan. That is a feeling, that is love towards my country. But when this one is aggravated, we start hating the other country and we wanted to expand our country at the cost of others. That is how this aggressive nationalism give rise to problems. So what is that? Superiority complex, and the other country are inferior. Okay, inferiority towards the other country. Getting? Next important point is that it also give rise to what? Hatred. When we start hating others, and means we are only loving our country. Only our country should grow and flourish. Only our country should flourish or prosper. So this feeling give rise to extreme nationalism. This is aggressive, and aggressive nationalism is too much. Aggressive nationalism is extreme. Understood? Levels are there is normal level is there. When it is going beyond that one, it is extreme. Clear? Now, another important aspect is that see, when this nationalism is like that, we want to expand beyond the territories. Means we are not satisfied with what we are having. We want to expand more. So that kind of nationalism, when it came, they started conquering other places and bringing it under the control. So that led to the war. See, any country will keep quiet when they are conquered or the territories are taken away. So that led to war. Got or not? Next point is that have you heard the word imperialism? What is imperialism? It is the policy of making empire. See, British imperialism we have heard. Britain made India as her colony. So, thousands of miles away, it was controlling. You studied about the first war of Indian independence. So, Britain was in one place so many miles away, and India is here, and they were ruling over India from that far off land. So this way, when they are expanding their control beyond its territorial limit, that is called imperialism. Got or not? What is imperialism? So in this case, two terms are coming: mother country and colony. So Britain is called as mother country and India colony. So then this suppressive policies in the colonies, they cannot accept. So this type of expansionist tendencies, conquest, then expansion beyond its territorial area, all this led to that First World War. Yes, can you tell what is imperialism? Tell them. I'm asking you this. So can you give that point in your words? Yes, okay, you got something. That is, beyond its territorial limit, they are expanding. So that kind of control is called what is imperialism? Expanding beyond. So they wanted to know that they have this many territories under their control. So the first cause, nationalism and imperialism, is clear to you. Because of that, what happened? See, there is a feeling of fear. There is a feeling of suspicion. Then there is also a feeling of apprehension. What will happen in the next moment? People are so much restless. Okay, good. So we will have to fight this First World War. Keep your bag on your heels. It's going somewhere.
I don't know. Oh my, yes, yes.
Give it.
From white to the brown.
if you are doing all this mischief, I may not be able to complete my question. If you are attending properly, you attend. So, fear, suspicion, apprehension. What is all this thing? How the fear comes? The countries were afraid of other powerful countries. Anytime they will conquer and occupy. Suspicion, doubtful about the other countries. Apprehension, it's a kind of condition in which they are thinking, worried about what will happen in the next moment. Next, another thing, mutual hatred. Then, another important development is that there will be some problems like international tension. So, it is not between one or other country. It becomes an international tension. So, all these kind of conditions led to a warlike situation, and that warlike situation turned into First World War. Got the first point? Afterwards, I will tell you to explain. Each point to be explained. If you are attending, then you will be able to. First point, nationalism and imperialism is clear to you? All of you? You. Now, next, what is the next reason? Okay. What is the rise of? See, it is a condition in which people started stockpiling weapons. See, when you were kids, you used to have some kind of habits collecting, and boys used to collect that small this thing cards. Hot Wheels. Okay, like that small car and all. So many things used to collect and keep. It is like a storehouse of girls. You are knowing what type of collections you used to have. Teddy bears, this thing. No. Then what do you used to collect? Huh? When you were small children, what type of Barbie dolls? No? No. I don't know, sir. I used to see that girls used to collect them. Huh? Okay. So what is that? Piling up this kind of things. That is the nature of people. Now here the countries began to collect and stockpile weapons. As many weapons as they can. They started collecting and storing. So new weapons used to be invented, and that they started purchasing the weapons and piling up the weapons. It was not a 1 year's activity. After that Austro-Prussian War, had taken place in 1866. Afterwards, they started piling up weapons. So many years of this activity made them rich with weapons. So now there is a tendency to test the utility. Every country started collecting and piling up weapons. So this kind of armament collection, armaments means weapons. The race for weapons led to First World War. So they used to give the reason it is for defense purpose. One example I'll tell you. When India and Pakistan are created, Pakistan started purchasing all the type of weapons to fight against India. Their aim was to fight against India. India did not purchase that way weapons. India started developing its own new weapons for defensive purpose. When war is there, two type of aspects are there. One is that when the attack comes, we are defending. Another is attacking. Have you ever seen that India go and attack the other country? Any time India went to attack, India did not go directly to attack. India always defend. When China को उधर जाके अटैक किया? No. China interfere or entered into Indian territory. What way from the See, China claimed parts of Arunachal Pradesh. Understood? The part of Arunachal Pradesh was claimed by China that as their part. They made their post in that Arunachal Pradesh. Now, when somebody enter into your province, we have to do something to protect our area. So that is how India responded. Understood? Directly it did not go to attack, but there was one incident we heard. How much it is correct, there is no proof also. What is that? India attacked that Pakistan's defense territories to clear that. We heard it, but America also done that spy work everywhere searched, but no body was got. So they spread that this government told that this happened and attacked that terrorist camp and killed 300 terrorists like that. So those people who are illiterate could believe, but illiterate people cannot believe because at least one dead body to be found. So nothing was there, but still, okay, whatever is that, that is not our point of discussion. So war means two aspects are there. One is offensive. So Pakistan wanted to do offensive attack on India. So it started piling up weapons, purchasing weapons from America and piling it up. Now you know that the condition of Pakistan, it turned out to be a poor country. India, on the other hand, India was developing. Earlier, India's satellites used to be launched from French Guiana. Now, other countries are coming to India for launching its satellites. That much India developed its technology. Because the cost of launching in other parts are very high. But when it is launched in India, the cost is less. So, it is that way developing. That means weapons are also developing, or new techniques of warfare has been developed. 2 years back, that is the largest warship was made in India. Cochin shipyard, it was made. From there, that is even air attacks also can be done from the warship. So, Indian domestic developed. Why I told all these things? These all developments are always creating fear in the minds of the enemies. Understood? So, people started thinking with a suspicion what the other country is having, which weapon they have developed, how much power it is having. That is defensive point of view, it is very important. So, stockpiling of weapons, and another they claimed that it is for self-defense, and another thing is that these countries wanted to protect its colonies. See, for example, during that British time, Britain and France had war in India for getting control of certain region. Have you studied about the Carnatic Wars? No. It was there in your syllabus. Carnatic Wars were fought between Britain and France in India. So this way, for the protection purpose of the colonies also, they need weapons. So the amassing of weapons was also another important reason. Clear? Both the points is clear to you? Okay, now I need your help. Come. To just take that one, I want that first World War time 2 groups that Google में search करके वो two groups of allies first World War. Who is doing? Two groups of allies, IES of First World War. What? Map. Imagine chopping Google Maps. This one triple alliance and triple alliance. Look here. See here the countries Britain, France, and Russia. Britain. Okay. Look here. Britain, France, and Russia were in one group. You cannot see. Can you see? Ah. Why I came like that? Huh? You will go or Hitler's Second World War. Ah. So this group is known as, listen, Triple Alliance is one group and Triple Entente another group. अभी मैंने किसके बारे में बोला? ब्रिटेन, फ्रांस एंड रशिया. They were Triple Entente. Clear? Yeah. Now Triple Alliance, Austria-Hungary, Germany, and here Ottoman Empire. That these countries were the members of Triple Alliance. Okay. उसके साथ for a time being that Japan also joined. So which all are there? Japan ये इसके साथ join किया but participate नहीं किया. So that is why three countries I am telling. Triple Alliance में कौन-कौन था? Triple Alliance में Austria, Hungary, Germany and Ottoman Empire. Triple Entente में Britain, France and Russia. Clear? All of you got it very clear, which I will write on the board afterwards. So this map you got to understand where it is located. Britain, France and Russia. Okay. That is Entente. Okay. Now this one, Austria-Hungary, Germany and Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire. Okay. These are the countries of Triple Alliance. Okay. Now go back to our Hello. Go back. And the screen that way you have. That just there. Yes, two group of alliances you got, no? I am writing here. Now you have to tell me. Okay, Triple Alliance में कौन-कौन था? Very good. Okay. Now, this formation of alliance, you please, yes. This, it was not formed immediately. That means just before that war. They started forming it in earlier tech, 1907, 1888, like that. They formed that groups. Why they formed? In order to help each other. Say, I mean, तुम लोग कुछ फाइट करने का अभी मैं फाइट करने को नहीं बोल रहे if you want to fight you make some groups so this groups only can fight one person fighting means there is no meaning so that way for self defense as well as to increase its power they formed these two groups of alliances got it no yes please now these groups are called see there are two groups single nation what is single nation one nation okay the nation which is having same language and same culture earlier times that was the condition in Europe the countries were having same language and same culture that kind of countries formed and there are other that is you just tell me second point for the first one this is the third point second was you have to ornaments no say in order to collect and accumulate purpose okay which school you are studying
Yes, from Nehru branch.
See, we are only making our that is image, our own integrity, all these things we have to do. Understood? So when you are doing like this, how you will be able to get good marks? You do one thing, first thing, you concentrate as much time. That time don't do any other thing. I'll give you 10 minutes for reading the first, second, and third. No, you do one thing, first course that you read and tell. No, chapter no, they will not get over. I have to explain so many other things. I am telling you that fourth course we will not explain how that work has taken place. Then the results. This must be completed. When So you have to answer whatever questions are. That is why I told you to read it. Any question can be asked. Okay, everyone I love. While reading, you have to underline that point. The ship which was made by Germany, that is Imperator 1912, the largest ship. Which was after completing the journey, yeah? So that you can do that. words when the start time and word, whether they not and the remainder and then going. So that is why its present sense exists. So the three things like this, the part of the unit was question agree or because it is coming later, this one is mentioned very clearly. That is it parts. All other things will be taken what is that way, Japan because of the other side. But it is not participate. So when this two cross, and there are allies of allies of Germany, Austria, and there are allies of understood? See, but it was saying that party because that is simple it cannot be included some other words. Yes. You just tell me which was the largest battleship built by Germany? You will find I'm going to ask you everyone. I'll give you. I'll give you.
Miss easy one है question
Easy वाला question.
Yeah.
Miss may I?
Okay. Then, okay. Which year it was built?
1912.
Okay, thank you. Now, see, in that part, there was a sentence, deepen the Kiel Canal. Okay. Why it is told? See, all of you listen. But a canal, through a canal, ships cannot go. We know that the ships, that one, the material which is made, it can pass through that salty water. Now, through canal is fresh water. Through fresh water, no canal का पानी fresh water है ना? Ship में boat. Okay. So, in order to pass through the canal, the place has to be different. I'll give you one example. Have you heard about the Panama Canal? Where is it? Camel, no? It is between North America and South America. So earlier, that the ships have to pass through the Atlantic, then circumnavigate, enter into Pacific. Okay, so it will take a long time to travel. So lot of fuel, lot of time had to be wasted. So then what happened? See, you don't want to listen anything. So they thought that if a canal is dug, it can connect the Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Time can be saved. So when this canal was built in between this what is that Atlantic and Suez Canal, that was in Mediterranean and Red Sea was connected. Clear. So what happened? This Panama Canal, when it was built, so much time is saved. Those who are passing through, that is, those who are working in merchant ships, they used to tell about the experiences. That is why I came to know that. So what they used to do, this canal is made into compartments. And the water from this Atlantic is filled into that compartment so that the ship will pass from one compartment to another. By the time the next compartment will be filled with the seawater. So it is very costly and difficult process, but than crossing all this place, it is able to save the time. So here, in order to make this imperator to pass through that region, that is Kiel Canal is dug deeper. Okay. Now, all the three courses you understood very clearly, no? Now, next point is what? Can anyone tell me? What is the next? That is called as immediate cause. Sarajevo crisis. What is Sarajevo crisis? See, Sarajevo is the capital of Bosnia. Okay, Sarajevo is the capital of Bosnia. And in this Sarajevo, you just come and sit here. No. You just, I am going to make actually one that is separate in my class. It's a big disturbance. I am going to make a very different. So Bosnia's capital is what? Sarajevo. In Sarajevo, that Crown Prince of Austria you are not knowing what you are doing. Who is the loser? You are the loser. I don't have any problem. And if in between few are there very much interested to learn, you are losing the chances also. And you have to understand one thing, and is at the end, now it is only beginning. The exam will be at the end, and by the time you will forget it. But if you are thoroughly learning, you will not forget. And I have been teaching the children for 33 years. And I know that. And my teaching the students that is blindly they could remember and write. If you are attending properly. And so many extra things I am telling in between. If you are attending, it's well. But you don't want. So, because of that, what is happening? Because finally I feel that, oh, dude, this disinterested batch, why? There are curiosity, that is this lesson I have completed in other syllabus. And there was so much curiosity to learn new things. But here, I have to make you, oh, you want this listen. This is fun. I don't know. Did I tell any joke? Yes, what's the point? I don't you can you try out your feelings? What was the incident happened in this thing Sarajevo? Who was assassinated? The Crown Prince of Austria. So his name was Francis Ferdinand. Okay. Now you will ask the question, why it instigated a big war? So who was he? He was the Crown Prince, and he was murdered in Bosnia's capital Sarajevo. It was believed that he was murdered by a group called Union of Death or Black Hand. Black Hand or what is that? See, this was a group, revolutionary group. This revolutionary group's intention is to make Serbia take the lead of unifying the Baltic countries, or to be the leader of Baltic states. So that band or that group hold the responsibility of killing that. Now, will Austria be quiet? So Austria gave an ultimatum. Ultimatum was given to whom? Ultimatum to Serbia on 23rd July. This happened on 28th June. Now I am going to tell this on how the declaration of war and all this everyone should write in your this date of events also to be there. Okay. Yes, what was your doubt? Ultimatum is a final warning. Final warning. You have to do by this time. So when was that murder happened? This date you write 1914. Okay? 28th June 1914. Now, so 23rd July ultimatum was given. Ultimatum, that is by this final warning hand. Then if you are not fulfilling our demand, there were 11 demands in that. If you are not ready to fulfill our demands, we will declare war on you. That was the ultimatum. Now, that how that a declaration of war. See, the first one is see, I am using that symbol against. Okay, this into is used for against. Austria declared war on Serbia on 28th July. Everyone's book, I want to see this one. Take your book and write. Not book. What's your book? I take some book and write. I don't know. What is? See, when Austria declared war on Serbia? 28th July 1914. Now, because of that, Russia was preparing to support whom? Serbia. Because of that, Germany declared war on Russia on 1st August. Now, I know your dad. And what was already? Black. Hey, masala. हाँ मसाला उसमें बहुत सारा है तो उससे पता चलता है क्या है इसका हाँ now
second last one, Germany took last
Belgium on 4th August.
So they, I mean, won Belgium.
I'll tell you, that is up to that much is over. Now, Bulgaria. This much time, this one was known as Triple Alliance. Now, after the entry of Bulgaria, Ottoman Empire and all, it will be, during the war time, it was known as Central Powers. Central Powers is the term. Clear? This much is written. It is called as festival. See, here we have seen the first incident sparked that one first on 28th June. Clear? This 28th June, that the Crown Prince of Austria was murdered at Sarajevo. Now, immediately nothing happened, but it gave a warning to that is Serbia. Serbia was not ready to fully accept all the terms of that ultimatum. Something it is accepted, but fully not accepted. Then what happened? According to that, 28th July, Austria declared war with Serbia. Now, only that two countries. It was not at this thing World War at that time. But we know that Austria, Hungary के साथ कौन है? Germany है. So each country which were the part of that group began to help each other. Now, Russia was preparing to support Serbia because Russia wanted to get control of Serbia. That is why it was trying to help. By hearing that Serbia is going to get help from Russia, Germany declared war on that country. Now, on 3rd, see, this was time France was not involved. This one, Britain was not involved. No other country was involved. But Germany declared war on France on 3rd August. Next thing Germany did was German troops marched through Belgium. What is this? Belgium is important. Belgium is a neutral country, not in any side.
Belgium didn't allow German to cross through it, that's why they.
Belgium did not allow. There was no that one invitation for that country, but troops were taken through. Means to attack Belgium. Through Belgium, it wanted to go to France.
But Belgium is a neutral power.
That we know. See, now you know that Russia and which country is in war?
Ukraine.
Ukraine in war. In between some countries are there. Through that, Russia was attacking. So, did Russia ask the permission that shall we take the troop through your country? This is what war called. Without the permission of that country, intruding that country to attack another. So when the neutral country was affected, then only Britain declared war on Germany. Clear? So that country was not involved in any group. So Britain declared war on Germany. Now by this time, for helping Germany, Bulgaria and Ottoman Empire joined side. So that the group's name also completely changed. The Triple Alliance changed to Central Powers And the first one, triple entente changed into allied powers. What was the other group? Triple entente. Triple entente changed into allied powers. So two groups of powers waged First World War were allied powers and central powers. You should not forget it. So who were the two groups? First World War was fought between allied powers and central powers. See, earlier its name, allied powers name was Triple Entente. Then central powers name was Triple Alliance. Is this point clear? All of you understood? Just try to rewind this point. It is a little bit confusing only because in your book, status of the war is not there. But this part is important. How this war started. Between which countries the war was there. Okay. So that is why you have to understand it very carefully. I'm telling the border between Germany and France. That is why all this conditions created. Instead of going directly, they entered through Belgium. Understood? So that irritated the Britain. That irritated the Britain. Why this country was involved in? We just go through that map with this paper. See,
मैं देखता हूँ हो गया नहीं